Hey, good morning. Mm, hey. All right. Opening a grateful heart. So this is, we're just going to play around with gratitude and feeling it in our heart. What do I want to say about it? Am I on mute there? There we go. That should be better. Um, if you're not, look, there's a lot of loss in the world. It's chaotic, it's stressful, and I know personally there's a lot of loss in my community. A sense of loss. People lost, lives lost, things lost, hurricanes, suicides, the stress of the election, just and the only access we have to that is to not pretend that we're not stressed or disappointed or upset or distraught or you know uh, distraught in some way. It's not to pretend that you're not that and then just go layer gratitude on top of it. It's to sink into whatever we are experiencing, however it is going, whatever we are doing, and noticing that and being with that. And then in that space of being with that, as hard as that might be, some other space can possibly open up. And that's the access to an open heart is you got to be open to all of it. There is no gratitude without ingratitude. There's no gratitude without shit that we don't want happening. There's nothing without the opposite. There's always two ends of the stick, as Esther would say. So you got to notice where you are. And that's the only access we have. I wrote about this like the door you came in. Your only access out is the door you came in. So when we practice gratitude, opening our heart, opening a grateful heart, we're intentionally practicing noticing what's already there in our heart, what's already there in our space. Okay, so that's where we're going to start. Whenever you're ready, you can close your eyes, sense into the body, sink into the body. Maybe roll the neck, wiggle the shoulders, wiggle your butt, feel your feet on the ground. Just get connected to your physical body in this space. This is what it feels like to be sitting here now. Feeling gravity holding you in place. Noticing any place in the body that wants attention. You can provide that awareness, non judgmental awareness. You're not trying to change it or do anything special with it. You're just noticing it, letting it be exactly how it is. Hmm. Intentionally bringing loving kindness to your awareness, acceptance, things. Body is the way the body is right now. Becoming aware of the breath, just noticing the speed and the depth of the breath without trying to change it. Softening the eyes, maybe turning the corners of the eyes up, smiling through the eyes as you breathe. Sometimes enhances the experience of loving kindness. Maybe a small, slight smile with the lips as you breathe. Noticing any intentions you have for the practice this morning. And allowing your awareness to settle into the heart. Noticing what's already there in the heart. There may be grief. There may be joy. It may just be neutral. It's anywhere on the spectrum. And you're just going to notice where it is and bring loving, kind acceptance to how it feels right now. Noticing the sensations in the body around how your heart feels now. Does that feeling have a color or a shape? Does it have a weight? Does it have a temperature? Where in the body do you feel it? Right where your heart is, or in the center of your chest, or someplace else? Just bringing awareness, noticing, meeting you where you are. This is where you are right now. Just going to sit, breathe, and observe, feel. depending on where you started. If you started at the grateful side, the joyful side of the stick this morning, then that's what that feels like. You can begin to notice and allow that to open, and standing in that joy and gratitude, experiencing any suffering or pain that might be there without resisting it or pretending it doesn't exist. And if you started this morning at the grief side of the stick, the despair, you can turn the other way toward the joyful side and just notice both exist. That even in the midst of your grief, this is what your feet feel like on the floor. This is what it feels like to be warm and dry. You can have all the feelings, all the experiences. If the mind wanders, you just come back to the heart, to the breath. You're just opening to all the experiences, softening, letting yourself be available for all of it. Noticing what being open feels like in the body. Sensing this vibration of openness in the heart. Setting this as a baseline for the experience of your day. Noticing that you have access to the full range of emotions from joy to grief. And the gift it is to feel so deeply. And when you feel ready, you can slowly wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, open the eyes. Come on back. And that's an opportunity to set that tone for your day, set your tone, vibration for the day that you can come back to, that neutral space in between grief and joy. That you can actually have the full range of human emotion, human feeling, human experience, and that you've got to say about it, that you don't have to get stuck in one or pretend that one doesn't exist or one's better than the other, or you just actually just be with all of it. And that's the point. So practice a couple times today. Every time you get a text, just take a breath. Notice, where are you on that stick between grief and joy? Where are you? Where else could you be? And see what opens up. And I'll be back here tomorrow. Namaste, motherfuckers. Namaste.